This is the Boka Vanguard, and she is a heavy lift carrier and a strange looking craft. The Boka Vanguard, formerly known as Dockwise Vanguard, is a semi-submersible heavy lift ship owned and operated by Dockwise BV. She is the largest vessel of her type ever built and is able to carry up to 110,000 tons. She is designed to move oil platforms offshore for the oil and gas facilities, but can also carry other ships and act as an offshore dry dock facility. As offshore oil and gas facilities have grown in size, Dockwise saw a market for a ship that could carry the largest floating oil rigs to their destination, reducing times and cost of transportation and allowing rigs to be built economically in a shipyard. She was built by Hyundai Heavy Industries. She cost $240 million US. She was started on the 22nd of December in 2011 and launched on October the 7th, 2012. She was christened in November of 2012. She is 91,784 gross tons. Her length is 75 meters or 902 feet. She has a beam of 79 meters or 259 feet, a draft of 11 meters or 36 feet when sailing, and when submerged, she has a draft of 31 meters or 102 feet. She has 27,000 kilowatts for power. Her propulsion system is 2 propellers, 2 retractable thrusters, and 1 bow thruster. Her speed is 14 knots unloaded, and loaded she can do between 11 and 13 knots. She has a crew capacity of 40. She has a flat bowless deck measuring 70 by 275 meters, allowing cargo longer and wider than her deck. The bridge and living area superstructure is situated at the far starboard side, and the deck also contains 4 movable buoyancy castings. The watertight deck allows water to flow over the deck without risk of sinking the ship. She is semi-submersible, allowing her to lift ships and rigs out of the water and place them into the water. When her ballast tanks are flooded, her deck lies up to 16 meters or 32 feet below the surface, allowing her to handle deep draft cargoes. Loads can be floated above her and her ballast tanks emptied, allowing her to lift the transport cargo up to 110,000 tons. She can also be loaded from a dockside, and large cargoes can be loaded by skidding them on tracks. Her first cargo was the Chevron Corporation's Jack St. Malo oil platform, which she moved from Samsung Heavy Industries in South Korea to the Gulf of Mexico. It weighed 53,000 tons and is the biggest semi-submersible floating oil platform ever built, and was loaded on February of 2013. The journey was expected to take just under 2 months. She is capable of providing an offshore dry docking facility, allowing ships and floating oil rigs to be raised out of the water for inspection or maintenance without a break in production. This was projected to be of economic value to operators by allowing maintenance without towing the rig back to dock and taking them out of service for months. In the summer of 2013, she was used as a dry dock for a semi-submersible platform off the coast of Malta, as all the local dry docks were not big enough. In the summer of 2019, she was used by Carnival Cruise Lines as a floating dry dock for one of their cruise ships, following the closure of one of the Grand Bahamas shipyard dry docks after one of the cranes collapsed. These are unbelievably strange looking ships. They're very good at what they do, but when they're submerged, they look really, really strange. And when they're high out of the water, they still look really, really strange. I was surprised by the number of crew she can carry. A crew of 40, that's quite a lot of people, that's for sure. But the things that she can do that no other vessel in the world can do is pretty amazing. Like these, she can pick up and carry these big cruise ships. She can pick out the big oil rigs and semi-submersible platforms. Pretty amazing what she can do, that's for sure. A very interesting vessel and something I would like to see close up. It's just unique, and I like unique.